Hello, everyone. My name is Wei. Today, I want to show you an efficient way to solve a general quadratic equation. You know, if we have a quadratic equation, usually we definitely need to think how if we can factorization, right? But if I give you an example here, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. You know, this is the general quadratic equation, right? Because you don't know what is exact a, b, c, r, right? Even you know is there constant, but you don't know exactly what is the number for a, b, and c. Therefore, you cannot use factorization way. But usually the students don't like to memorize the quadratic formula. So how you can solve this equation? Actually, you don't need to memorize that formula. This formula actually is from the approach I show you here. So first, you take a out from the first two terms. You write a parentheses x squared plus b over a x, then plus c equals 0. Then you write the first two terms as a complete square. So you do x plus b over 2a, then parentheses square, then plus c. So here, when we use this term to replace this one, we already add b squared over 4a on the right side of the equation. So to keep this equation same, we also need to add the same number on the right side of the equation. So therefore, we add this term here. So then both sides minus c. We get a times parentheses x plus b over 2a square equals b squared minus 4ac divided by 4a. Okay, then both sides divided by a, right? So we can write this one's x plus b over 2a parentheses square equals b squared minus 4ac, then divided by 4a squared, right? So then both sides square root, get the x plus b over 2a. So everybody here, you need to pay attention. When you take a square root, you actually have two choices. One is positive, another one is negative. Then b squared minus 4ac, then square root, then divided by 2a. So here, because we already have these two choices, you don't need add another negative positive here for a. So then you can get x equals negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, so this one, that's exactly what we call the quadratic formula, right? You don't need to memorize, you just follow this way. So now let me give you an example. Suppose we solve this equation. So 2x squared minus 3x, so then minus 1 equals 0. You can first try factor this. Actually, you cannot factor, right? Whatever you try, you cannot factor. So therefore, we can use this approach. First, we take 2 out from the first two terms, we get a x squared minus 3 over 2 times x, then minus 1, then this one equals 0. Then you write this first two terms as a complete square, x minus 3 over 4, parentheses square, then minus 1, then equals 9 over 8, right? You expand this. You already add the 9 over 8 on the left side of the equation. So to keep this equation same, you also need to add 9 over 8 on the right side. So then we both sides plus 1, we get 2 times x minus 3 over 4. This one parentheses square equals 17 over 8. Then both sides divided by 2. We get x minus 3 over 4 parentheses square equals 17 over 16. Then both sides square root, get x minus 3 over 4 equals plus minus root 17 over 4. Then both sides plus 3 over 4, get this x equals 3 plus minus root 17 divided by 4. So then you can say, you cannot factor this. But if you don't want to memorize the quadratic formula, you can just do this way. You don't need to memorize, okay? Then you still can solve any quadratic equation. So this is what we learn in this section. And also here, if we have choose positive as x1, negative x2, you can say here, x1 plus x2 will equals negative b over a. And x1 times x2 will equal c over a. This is a sum and a product of the two roots of quadratic equation formula. This also have many important applications. Okay, so next time we will show you how we can use this and don't need to solve the quadratic equation. So see you everybody. See you next time.